Welcome, everyone, where we unravel the world's most critical geopolitical hotspots. Today, our focus is on a waterway that pulses with the lifeblood of the global economy, the Strait of Hormuz. A mere 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest, this seemingly modest stretch of water holds immense power, shaping global energy markets and international relations. Connecting the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea, the Strait of Hormuz is the world's most important oil choke point. An astonishing 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas and approximately 25% of all seaborne oil trade passes through here daily. This isn't just about oil. It's about the very energy that powers our cities, factories, and vehicles. From the colossal supertankers laden with crude to vessels carrying liquefied natural gas, the uninterrupted flow through Hormuz is paramount for global energy security. Any disruption here would send shockwaves across economies worldwide, causing oil prices to skyrocket and supply chains to fracture. For decades, the specter of Iran blocking the Strait of Hormuz has loomed large, often surfacing during periods of heightened geopolitical tension. These threats, while unsettling, often grab headlines and fuel speculation about a global energy crisis. However, beneath the surface of aggressive rhetoric lies a fundamental economic reality. Iran itself is heavily dependent on the Strait of Hormuz. Its own oil exports, a crucial lifeline for its economy, primarily pass through this very waterway. Approximately 96% of Iran's oil exports rely on Kharg Island, which is only accessible via the strait. To block the strait would be an act of severe self-sabotage. It would effectively cut off Iran's own revenue stream, crippling its already strained economy. While some pipelines in Saudi Arabia and the UAE offer limited alternative routes for their exports, Iran has very few viable bypass options. Furthermore, a vast majority, over 80%, of the oil transiting Hormuz is destined for Asian markets: China, India, Japan, and South Korea. These nations are not just customers. They are significant trading partners and, in some cases, strategic allies of Iran. Alienating them by disrupting their energy supply would have severe diplomatic repercussions. The international community, particularly the United States, has a vested interest in maintaining freedom of navigation through the strait. The U.S. Fifth Fleet, based in Bahrain, is strategically positioned to respond swiftly to any attempt to impede maritime traffic. Any move by Iran to block the strait would be met with a decisive and overwhelming military response. History offers a precedent. During the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s, despite intense conflict, Iran never fully succeeded in closing the strait. The tanker war saw attacks on shipping, but the waterway remained open, underscoring the formidable challenge of a complete blockade. While Iran possesses asymmetric military capabilities, including fast attack boats, coastal missile batteries, and naval mines, these are more suited for harassment and temporary disruption rather than a sustained, full-scale blockade against a determined international response. The economic fallout from a Strait of Hormuz closure would be catastrophic, not just for Iran, but for the entire world. Oil prices could surge to unprecedented levels, triggering a global recession, food shortages due to increased transport costs, and widespread social unrest. Even in times of heightened tension, global powers prioritize de-escalation and the maintenance of open sea lanes. The diplomatic pressure on Iran to keep the strait open would be immense, as nearly every nation has a stake in its continuous flow. Iran's strategic calculus weighs heavily on these factors. To provoke a full-scale international intervention, to alienate its few remaining economic partners, and to cripple its own economy will be a high price to pay for a temporary show of force. While the capacity is limited, some Gulf nations, particularly Saudi Arabia and the UAE, possess alternative pipeline routes that can bypass the Strait of Hormuz for a portion of their oil exports. This provides a small buffer, but not a complete solution for global supply. The Strait of Hormuz remains a focal point of global attention, a constant reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. While the threat of disruption always exists, The overwhelming economic self-interest of Iran, coupled with the unwavering commitment of the international community to safeguard this vital artery, makes a full, sustained blockade highly improbable. In the intricate dance of geopolitics, economic reality often trumps aggressive posturing. The Strait of Hormuz, therefore, continues to function not as a fuse for global conflict, but as a critical, albeit vulnerable, pathway for the world's energy. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Strait of Hormuz. What are your thoughts on this critical waterway? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights into global affairs.